Greetings, I am John Pierpont Morgan, though most know me simply as J.P. Morgan. I am often remembered as a titan of finance, a man who built an empire of wealth and power. But my life and legacy are far more complex than the balance sheets that bore my name. I was born in 1837 in Hartford, Connecticut, into a family already entrenched in banking. My father was a successful banker, and from him, I learned the intricacies of finance. But beyond the mechanics of money, he instilled in me something more important, the belief that banking was not merely about profit, but about maintaining stability and trust. My early years were spent abroad, studying in Switzerland and Germany, and absorbing the financial knowledge that would later guide me. By the time I returned to America, I was determined to make my mark on the financial world. One of the first great challenges I faced was the Panic of 1873. The nation was plunged into economic turmoil, and I saw firsthand the devastating effects of financial instability. I knew that the country needed leadership, someone to step in and restore confidence. And so, I began to orchestrate large-scale reorganizations of industries, particularly the railroads. My strategy was simple: consolidation. By merging companies, I created stronger, more efficient organizations, saving them from collapse. Yet even as I worked to stabilize businesses, I knew the key to long-term prosperity was not just in individual companies, but in the financial system as a whole. In 1907, the United States faced another financial crisis. Banks were failing and panic was spreading. It was then that I stepped in. I called the heads of the major banks to my library, locked the doors, and made them agree to a plan that would rescue the economy. I have often been criticized for my control over the banking sector, and some have even called me a monopolist. But what they failed to see is that my actions were not solely driven by profit. I believe deeply in the responsibility of bankers to safeguard the economy. Without a stable financial system, there can be no progress. My creation of U.S. Steel, the first billion-dollar company, and my influence over other industries like electricity and shipping were all part of my vision to build a modern industrial America. I understood that capital must flow where it can do the most good, and that sometimes it required a firm hand to guide it. As I reflect on the state of banking today, I am both amazed and concerned. On the one hand, the financial system has grown beyond anything I could have imagined. Global markets, digital currencies, and automated trading, these are advancements I could never have foreseen. The power and reach of the banking system are unprecedented. Yet I am troubled by the speed at which decisions are made, by the reliance on algorithms rather than human judgment. Banking was, in my day, about relationships, trust, and knowing when to take a risk and when to hold back. I wonder if today's bankers still understand the weight of their responsibility. Modern banking, for all its complexity, still hinges on the same principles I held dear: stability, trust, and confidence. The 2008 financial crisis was a stark reminder that the lessons of the past must not be forgotten. Greed and short-term thinking can lead to ruin, just as they did in the crises I faced. My legacy, for better or worse, helped shape the financial world. The Federal Reserve, created shortly after my death, institutionalized the role I played in stabilizing the economy. I have no doubt that such a system was necessary, but I believe it must be managed with great care. The financial system today stands on the shoulders of giants, myself and many others who came before and after. But its future depends on those who run it now. My hope is that today's bankers remember that they are not just stewards of wealth, but of the economy itself, and that their decisions affect millions of lives. Thank you for joining me in this reflection on my life and legacy. If you found my story insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It's free. Who should we explore next? Let me know in the comments below.